Okay, for the last section on agricultural diseases, we want to consider non-human kind of sources of disease that can affect individuals and populations and even the ecosystems. In my opinion, no capstone course would be complete without looking at plants as part of that because they play such an integral role in our lives and in our world. So um, before I talk about the one plant disease we're going to focus on, it also shines a light on some of our agricultural practices. If you think about large outbreaks of bacteria in meat products, excuse me, or on lettuce or spinach, those obviously have had a huge effect on human health and suffering. But you can also think about, well, how concentrated our farming system is and how the number of farms has decreased dramatically over the last 100 years. And that can have a huge effect on the world population as well. But back to this section, I included a really interesting example of the potato blight in Ireland. So this is an organism you'll learn about that affected potatoes. It ruined crops. So led obviously to immediate effect on human suffering and malnutrition. But it also led to things like migration patterns changing, societal changes, and obviously the economic effects of these types of blights. So I only included one example, the potato blight, but there are other examples. There are blights in like chestnuts, bananas are affected. Bananas are a monoculture right now, and at least maybe a year ago, people were saying we could run out of bananas in the world because of these diseases wiping out entire populations of plants. So in this section, we talk about disease in non-human organisms, or maybe disease that's caused from non-human sources. But all of these can have an effect on our population and the individuals. And so we want to look at these and consider them in the same kind of holistic type of way that we've been looking at it. Not just the disease itself, but the effect on body, mind, the effect on populations, and the effect on ecosystems. Plants make up a large part of our ecosystem, and if you lose an entire species of plant within an ecosystem, that's definitely going to have an effect. So I hope you enjoyed everything so far. I really liked this class, and be sure to send me your feedback either individually or through the feedback forms at the end of the semester. Thanks a lot.